Have you ever wondered what your dinner plate might look like in 50 years? Well, let's take a moment to chew on that. The future of food is shaping up to be as intriguing as it is revolutionary, with technologies like lab-grown meat, meals 3D printed right before your eyes, and vertical farming becoming more than just food for thought. Imagine savoring a steak that never grazed a field, or biting into a pastry that was printed layer by delicious layer. And what about plucking fresh, juicy tomatoes from a towering farm that reaches for the sky? It's a future where our relationship with food takes a dramatic turn, where the lines between the natural and the engineered blur. The question is, are we ready to take a bite out of this brave new world? How will these advancements change our dinner tables, our diets, and our planet? So buckle up, because we're about to take a culinary journey into the future. But before we dive into the future, let's take a quick look back at traditional food production. From our earliest agricultural practices to modern farming, we've always relied on the earth to feed us. We've cultivated crops, reared livestock, and harvested the bounty of nature. But these methods come with their fair share of challenges. Take traditional farming, for instance. It's often inefficient, requiring vast tracts of land and immense water resources to yield enough produce. And then there's livestock rearing. It's not just about the environmental impact of methane emissions from cattle, but also the ethical concerns surrounding animal welfare. We've also grappled with issues of food security. With the global population rising steadily, it's a race against time to feed everyone. And let's not forget the impact of climate change on crop yields. It's clear that while our current methods have served us well for centuries, they might not be sustainable for our future needs. Imagine a world where your steak didn't come from a cow, but from a lab. Now hold that thought and let's delve into the fascinating world of lab-grown meat, also known as cultured meat. This futuristic food is grown from cells in a lab rather than taken from animals raised on a farm. The process begins by taking a small sample of animal cells, usually via a painless biopsy. These cells are then placed in a culture medium that mimics the natural environment inside an animal's body, prompting them to grow and multiply. The potential benefits of this groundbreaking method are immense. For starters, it could drastically reduce the environmental impact of meat production. Traditional livestock farming contributes significantly to greenhouse gas emissions, deforestation, and water pollution. Lab-grown meat, on the other hand, promises a cleaner, more sustainable alternative. Animal welfare is another crucial aspect. With lab-grown meat, we could essentially eliminate the need for factory farming, thus improving the lives of countless animals. However, the journey towards lab-grown delicacies is not without hurdles. The cost of producing cultured meat is currently high, making it inaccessible to the average consumer. Public perception is another challenge, as many people are still wary of the idea of eating meat grown in a lab. Despite these challenges, scientists and innovators are tirelessly working to make lab-grown meat a reality. And with advances in technology, it's only a matter of time. This might sound like science fiction, but it's closer to reality than you might think. What if your next meal came not from a kitchen, but from a printer? Yes, you heard it right. Enter the world of 3D printed food. This isn't science fiction, it's science fact. This cutting-edge technology is reshaping the way we think about food. Imagine a world where you can print a pizza at the touch of a button, or create a chocolate sculpture in any shape you desire. How does it work, you ask? Well, it's pretty simple. 3D food printers use edible ingredients that are loaded into the printer, much like ink cartridges in your home printer. These ingredients are then meticulously layered on top of each other, creating your meal from the bottom up. Now you might be wondering, what's the big deal? Well, 3D printed food isn't just about convenience or novelty. It has massive implications for personalized nutrition. Imagine being able to control the exact amount of vitamins and minerals in your meal, or creating a diet plan tailored specifically to your metabolic needs. Of course, there are challenges. Critics question whether 3D printed food can match the taste and texture of traditional cooking. But with advances in technology, we're getting closer every day. So let's embrace the future of food. A future where our meals are not just consumed, but also designed, customized, and printed. So next time you're running low on snacks, maybe just print some. Forget about sprawling fields. Imagine farms that reach for the sky. This isn't a scene from a sci-fi movie. It's the reality of vertical farming. Picture this: layers upon layers of greenery stacked high into our urban landscapes, producing fresh, nutritious food all year round. Vertical farming is a game changer. It dramatically reduces land and water use while increasing crop yields. Imagine a world where we could grow the equivalent of 10 football fields worth of crops in a space no bigger than your local supermarket. But it's not all sunshine and salad greens. Vertical farms require significant energy for lighting and temperature control, and the initial setup cost can be high. However, advancements in renewable energy and efficient LED lighting are helping to offset these challenges. So the next time you're munching on a fresh salad, remember, in the future, your salad might just come from the skyscraper next door. So what does all this mean for the future of food? In this ever-advancing world, expect to see more lab-grown delicacies, 3D printed snacks, and skyscraper farms. These innovations are not just about culinary novelty and convenience, but also about addressing sustainability and food security. They present a future where we can enjoy a diverse diet, guilt-free, knowing we're not depleting Earth's resources. It's a delicious, nutritious, and conscientious revolution. One thing's for sure, the future of food is looking pretty tasty.